and let us what you. What's up, guys? David Nussbaum at WheelsBoutique here. I wanted to show you guys yet another 812 Superfast. Now this one's gonna be a little bit different versus what we've already included and showcased on the channel. The reason I say that is because this customer is a little bit more conservative than the previous 812 customers that we have. And so we're gonna be creating an OEM plus look for him. So what that means is it's gonna be modified, but not to the point where the usual car person would be able to notice that it's modified. So instead of the full IPE exhaust, on this we're only gonna be doing the IPE X pipe. Now, you can do that because it's still gonna shed a lot of the weight from the middle section of it with just the X pipe portion, and it'll give it that little bit of bump on the sound, but again, not too much, nothing too obnoxious. It's gonna be just right. We're also gonna do the Novitec springs, but since the Novitec springs are adjustable, remember on the old 812s that we had in the videos, they have them pretty slammed. On this one, we're gonna do a moderate drop, so about half an inch front and rear so that it still looks perfect. And then for the wheels, we're gonna be doing a design from Anrky that looks very similar to the wheels that are on the car now, but it's gonna be in a larger size. It's gonna shed a little bit of weight again because these are performance aftermarket wheels, and it's gonna improve the stance as well, just because it's gonna be a lot wider, and we'll use Pirelli tires as well. So let's go and walk over to the warehouse and see if Robert's unpacked one of the wheels already. Roberto!
Yes,
So this is the wheel that I believe I'm looking for the 812. That's why Robert's number one. He's I don't even have to tell him. It's already in his mind. Whatever I think it, he does it. So we've got the Anrky unboxing, the protective packaging, and I've already showed the customer when he came to drop off the car, and he loved it, and so do I. This will be the Anrky S1, which means it's a lightweight monoblock wheel, X3, which is the design. So if you recall on the Aventador SVJ that we did not too long ago, that one had the 3-piece version, which was S3 X3. Again, this is S1 X3, lightweight monoblock wheel. So even though this is a 22-inch wheel and the factory wheel is a 20, this is still gonna be more lightweight than the factory wheels. Beautiful gloss charcoal finish. Again, he wanted to stay with the general look of the car, how it came from factory, but make a couple of changes to it. That's how we stuck with this finish. He didn't want to do anything crazy, any black or anything of a brushed or polished finish, just a simple gloss charcoal or gloss gunmetal, as a lot of people will call it. This is a standard finish across the entire Anrky wheel range. You can do this for the center faces and for outer lips on 3-piece wheels, and it'll be no cost extra. As you can see, just like the factory wheels, it's a directional design. So if you put it on the right way, all of them will be either facing forward, or some customers even like it to be facing backwards. It's totally up to the customer. So I love it. We're actually gonna be removing this Anrky center cap, and we're gonna be using a bezel so that the customer can snap in his Ferrari center cap. This was just for display purposes, but again, this entire car, once you see it after it's all said and done, it's gonna look like it rolled off from factory. Ups is here. Ups. Throwing Ups his hands. He's like, Ferrari's in the parking lot. I can't afford to hit my truck. There's gonna be 800 people out here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Look, because they're gonna ruin the video. They're gonna come smoking, walk through the video. Should I be like,
Make sure that doesn't disappear.
All right, guys, so we completed the 812 Superfast that's behind me to my left. I also wanted to pull out the Ferrari 488 that's to my right. They were completed about the same day. And so the reason I wanted to pull that out is because this has the same wheels as the 812, except one is the 3-piece version and the other is the lightweight monoblock version. So to my right, we have the Anrky S3 X3. And to my left, we have the Anrky S1 X3. So again, the first number is gonna symbolize or signify that it's a 1-piece versus a 3-piece. Lots of different advantages of both. So for this one, you can do the different color combinations as this customer did. He has a polished smoke for the outer lip with the charcoal center face, and it's a satin charcoal. So this one is a little bit more flat than the 812 to my right. Now this 812 to my right, I freaking love this thing. So at first, I didn't think I was going to as much as I do. The reason I say that is because working here, we see a lot of these supercars on a daily basis. So anybody that does something extremely aggressive with either the wheel design, the wheel size, the wheel color, or the height, or a combination of all of those, that is what I typically like and what catches my attention. But this customer wanted something that looks like OEM. So we call this OEM Plus. If you take a look at it, if you didn't know that we were doing this car, and if you saw it in the parking lot at your local, Whole Foods or something like that, you would think that this came from factory just like that. But upon closer inspection, you see that there's multiple modifications done to it. First off, the suspension. So these have the Novitec sports springs, which are fully adjustable in height. This customer, when he came, he wanted it to be just a little bit lower than the factory, not WB slammed as we like to call it. So we can get one finger in here, front and rear. And I think it's an absolutely perfect setup for what it looks like. Then we did the Anrky wheels in a gloss charcoal. Now his factory wheels, if you do a Google search of the 812 Superfast factory wheels, they also do have a slight directional twist to them. And so this is kind of taking that design and cranking it up times 10. You got the directional split 5-spoke. You have the gloss charcoal, which is also almost the same color as his factory wheels. And we have the bezel in the center, which is applicable to every single Anrky wheel, so he can use his Ferrari center cap. So when I look at this, especially in the sun, I love the fact that the calipers match the center cap and match the side badging on this car. It's not a black wheel, so you can actually see the details. And if you get a close-up, it has extreme cuts on the wheels. You've got lots of little holes as well. So that is a great design element. We're also increasing the diameter of the wheels. The car comes with 20/20 from factory, and the tires are pretty narrow compared to what we do here. In the front, we've got this 21. In the rear, we've got this 22/13, and we're using the 335 tire. So I really, really love this setup. Last but not least, we also did an X-pipe from IPE. Now, you've seen a couple of other videos where we do the IPE exhaust, and it's the full system front to back. This customer, again, wanted to keep it OEM Plus, so we only did a slight little increase in the sound with the X-pipe. And I'm about to give him a call right now, let him know that his car is complete. I think that he's gonna be extremely, extremely happy with this, as well as this customer here with the 488. This one had the twin turbo upgrade kit. We won't get too much into this because we've done a bunch of videos on the twin turbo upgrade kits, and I'll have a pop-up banner at the top so you guys can watch that video as well. This car, lots of dry carbon from factory, so super cool for this, super cool for this one as well. V8 twin turbo, V12 naturally aspirated car. If I had to pick between the two, if you if you absolutely had to make me pick, I would say probably I would do this one. I just think that the naturally aspirated sound from the V12 is something that you don't get a lot these days. Just a few cars left in the world that don't have hybrid technology with the V12, and so I think this is way more comfortable. I actually like the looks better, and so this would be my choice for it. With all that said, two very happy customers, of course, as always, here at Wheels Boutique. Let us know in the comment section below which you would prefer and why. Let us know if you want the A12 Superfast, or let us know if you prefer the 488 Coupe. And again, let us know why. That's a really big reason, or really big help, I should say, to see and recommend different things for customers that have both of these cars down the road. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you guys so much. Almost filmed it all in one take with John not ruining it. Get out of here, John. You're never working. You're never working. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.